Hey everybody, it's Matt from ElectricAllWheel. We want to get a larger down tube battery onto our Troxus, and I just so happen to have this 48 volt 15 amp hour battery that I'm going to install right here. So what we've done is we need to get a good center line, so we took this paper, folded it over 4 times, and then got a strip, and then I left open the area where you can get a nice marking on the down tube, so you can see that with this pencil it will actually write on the paper, and then took some masking tape and just got the edges so it would stay put. From there, we're going to take our Rivet gun and we are going to put some Rivet holes in here. We're going to put 3 of them. To deal with this battery cradle. So 1, 2, and then we're going to put another one down here in the bottom. So without further ado, here we go. This is the Troxus Vulcanus, in case you were wondering. So what I'm doing right now is lining up a point off of the lettering. I know it is centered, so I'm going right down the middle. And from there, I'm looking for the high point on this bend in the bar. And I'm just eyeballing that. These are the 5mm screws. I believe they came off a brake set. They've got some thread sealant on them, so I like it. I know they'll fit, and I'm just trying to get them. The real important thing to think about is that the head of the screw needs to be recessed in the battery cradle here. So you got to think about that. It needs to be flush so the battery can roll over it. That's why I chose these. Also at the top, there's a little bit of curvature, so I'm going to have to put a washer spacer underneath the cradle so that it doesn't bend. So for that, this screw is not long enough. I found a little bit longer one. There we go. Let's hold that on seat too, so you're there. Okay, so now we have our ElectricAllWheel 40 amp dual battery discharge balancer, and this bike has been pre-wired in one of our videos previously. So we're going to go ahead and unplug those. You can't really mess this up, so just go ahead and plug them in to the balancer. Once you do that, you realize that, okay, this is the cable out to the controller, and this is the cable that comes from the battery into the balancer. Now we have the second battery. Slip that through there. What I'm going to do here is take off the factory battery. Power on the bike has one. And there it is. That is with the added 48 volt 15 amp hour battery. So now we'll go ahead, slide that off. Try it again with just the factory battery. And there we go. Okay, let's pretend like you want a third battery. This is another 48 volt 10 amp hour battery, and you already have a dual battery discharge balancer. Well, what you're going to do is you are actually just going to put another balancer in line as if it was a battery. So the out to the controller plugs in as a battery. And then you plug back the battery that you unplugged. Now you have a port for a third battery. Do it like sit here. So we can set this battery off. We're going to take the battery off. Let me use. Original bike connections, first balancer, and then with the first balancer we would have had this going here, but now we want a third, so we're going to plug two batteries into this third one so that we can have three with two balancers. All right, the bike is on. And that's just the battery in my hand. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and plug the factory battery back in. Unplug the third. Leave it as it is. Still have the port for your third, we just took it off. So yes, it is possible to add a third battery with two balancers. Hey guys, it is a hot one here in Florida. Holy cow, I'm sweating my butt off right now, but I just wanted to show you what's possible with the electric all-wheel dual battery discharge balancers on the Troxus Vulcanus. We took the time to do some riv nutting on here, so we got a nice secure space for this battery. We did put a washer up here on the front end for spacers, so we have 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3 that are holding the cradle down. This is the Velcro bag that you guys see us use in all our dual battery videos. It is a 10 amp hour, 48 volt battery, and the original factory battery at 48 volts, 16 amp hours, for a grand total of 31 amp hours for a triple battery setup on the Troxus Vulcanus. I swear I can count. 16 plus 15 is 31, plus 10 is 41. Yeah. This is the lowest that the seat will go from the original post, and then we have the ability to kick over the back, so there is no obstruction. We used all frame space, so you still have the natural cargo of the rear rack, and if you want to go that far, put a battery back there as well. The only other option I could see is a triangle battery in here, but we haven't found the perfect fit. But we have seen some with dimensions that hint that that could add another 5 amp hours with those cells that would fit right here. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe. We will put the link to the original install for the dual battery discharge balancer on the Troxus, the original one for the 40 amp balancer kit, in the description below, along with the links for the batteries and the bike. Watch out on Troxus for one of their many sales that they have on the bikes, and if you use our discount code below, you get an extra 10% off your purchase price for the bike. Reach out to us at electricallwheel@gmail.com if you have any questions. Check out our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. YouTube is our primary, and that's where we need to see it. Give us a like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.